Months after Bangladesh ex-Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina's ouster, secret prisons allegedly used to lock up her dissidents were exposed in capital city Dhaka. As per Reuters, the covert lockups were established during her reign. Reuters stated that dissidents were held and disappeared for years in confidential cells. Bangladesh's interim government chief on February 12 visited the undercover penitentiary in Dhaka, who was accompanied by former detainees and members of a reform commission investigating the enforced disappearances. Reuters information revealed that over 1,700 such cases took place during her 15-year-long rule. Briefing the media, Chief Advisor Mohammed Yunus that his government will make sure that such actions will not be repeated in future in any way.
This is a whole discovery mission. It's not as simple going and taking evidences and writing reports about it. So they had to really detectives in very serious way. And they're still worrying about whether we can keep the evidences as they are after all this thing happened. Now they have concrete proof, and now they will go to the justice. So this is one step. And then what happens to the rest of the institutions? You are dealing with something that they have done. Will this be repeated in future? That's something we have to make sure that it's not repeated in future. No way. This is the worst ever in the whole world possible. So we don't want to have anything to do with it. We'll be as normal as any civilized human being could be. So that's our commitment. That's what the reform commissions are all about.
Moving back to her ouster, mass protests involving hundreds of thousands of students and members of the public marching toward Hasina's residence ultimately forced her to flee to India. After assuming leadership as head of the interim government, Nobel laureate Yunus had vowed to ban such institutions and end human rights violations in the country. Detainees from Aynaghar, many of whom had been missing for years, were released and reunited with their families following Hasina's ouster.